Welcome to the first video of Terraform with Google Cloud. Today what I want to show you is how to use a Google Cloud storage bucket for your Terraform state. So this is a super simple way to jump right in and start using Terraform with Google Cloud to manage your resources. So with that, we will jump right in. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to create a brand new project. And we're going to call this Terraform Demo Project. We'll go ahead and create that. Give that just a few minutes here to set up. And while that's setting up, we're going to go back into our code editor, and the first thing that we're going to do is stub out a main.terraform file. So I have this just inside of a directory in here. So we're just going to stub out a main.tf file. And the first thing that we'll do, we know that we're going to need a Terraform block, and then we're going to need some providers. So we're going to add some required providers here, and the provider we're going to use is the Google provider, and we want the source to be HashiCorp Google, and the version we're going to grab is just the latest version, which comes directly from the Terraform documentation, so 5.19.0. So we'll add that in our required providers. And we're going to go back now to our Google Cloud project. So this should be wrapped up now and it's ready to go. So we'll go to cloud storage, in here, and we want to create a bucket. So we'll call this Terraform state bucket, and then we'll just give it a postfix here so we know that it's globally unique. And then we will click on continue, 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 and continue. So we're just going to use all the defaults here. We're going to do confirm that we do not want public access on this. Perfect. So we have a bucket here. We're going to go ahead and grab this bucket, and we're going to go back into VS Code. And now what we want to do is add a backend, and we want this to be Google Cloud Storage, GCS. So we're going to give it a bucket, and it's just the identifier for a bucket, and then we're going to give it a prefix, and we'll see what that looks like here in a second. Terraform state. Perfect. Okay. So now what we'll do before we go any further is we need to authenticate against Google Cloud. So you'll need the gcloud util for this. I can put a link in the description for how to install that. But what we'll do here is we're going to see what configurations we have. So if you do a gcloud config configurations list, this command will tell you what configurations that you currently have. So we're going to create a config here for this project. So we'll do gcloud config configurations create, and then we'll just say Terraform demo. So I'll use the same project as we go along. So now if we do another list here, we can now see that we have this new configuration in here. So now what we'll need to do is we need to associate it with the project. So we'll do gcloud config set project. We'll do Terraform demo. Okay, so now what we're going to need to do is authenticate. So if we show this again, we can see that we don't have an account associated with this config yet. So the whole purpose, the reason why we're doing this is we're going to need to, there needs to be a kickoff point or some way to associate basically our Terraform that we're defining here with our bucket. So in order to do this, what we'll do is we'll use the gcloud to authenticate. So we'll use gcloud auth application default login, and it'll prompt you to choose your account. Go ahead and click continue and allow. Perfect, so now we're authenticated. So now what we should be able to do is run a Terraform init. So if we run that Terraform init, there we go. So now let's take a look at GCP and see what that has in it. So if we go to this bucket and we refresh that, we can see that now we have that, we have a folder, so that prefix, right? Terraform state, and now we have our state file in here. And that is it. So, basically using that gcloud utility to authenticate, all we did was create the storage bucket in here, and then we have in here, now we have the backend defined with that bucket and the prefix in here. So that's really it. Once we get into actually creating resources, we're going to use a service account. Now that we've established the Terraform state, within that storage bucket, we're gonna go forward using a service account, and that's going to allow us to walk through and add the necessary permissions as we go. So you can see, per resource, what permissions we're going to need to add on to that service account in order to use Terraform to update the state. So thanks for watching.